Hey, I hope you're doing good. It's Chris here from 6 String Fingerpicking, and in this lesson we're learning how to play Embryonic Journey by Jefferson Airplane. Okay, so Embryonic Journey is number 59 on my top 60 fingerpicking songs to learn of all time list. We're almost at the end now. If you haven't seen that list, make sure you check it out. It's my top 60 fingerpicking songs from beginner to advanced, and we've been learning one song each and every week. So check it out. If you like the songs, make sure you subscribe. Anyway, let's get cracking with Embryonic Journey. Okay, so if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to get the whole lesson for it, it's available completely for free on the website 6stringfingerpicking.com. So make sure you check that out and follow along with the guitar tab. So let's jump straight in because there's an awful lot to get through. Okay, so that's the first part. Basically, your left hand's not doing all that much. What I'm doing with my left hand is, we're in drop D tuning. Make sure you tune your E string down to D, and then you're good to go. So I'm barring the 7th fret on the D string, the G string, and the B string, and that's kind of held down all the time. And then we're hammering. Our second finger is going to hammer the 8th fret on the B string, and our third finger is going to hammer the 9th fret on the D string. Okay, so I'd recommend just practicing hammering and pulling off that to get used to that movement. So, and then there's quite a lot going on with the right hand. The rhythm's a bit funny. The best thing you can do, as always, is just listen a lot to the song to find out where all these hammer-ons are coming in exactly. So the bass note is alternating between the open E string and then the D string. So it's doing that. If you watch the thumb, doing that. Okay, so bear that in mind. So what you're going to do, you're going to play the down-tuned E string, play that, and then with just the bar on the 7th fret, play the D, the G, and the B, and then hammer those two fingers on. Okay, so bass, and then the D, G, and B together, and hammer the 7th fret and the 8th fret on the B and the 9th fret on the D. Back to the D string, then lift off. Play the B string, 7th fret, the D string, 7th fret, the G string, 7th fret. Okay? Like that. Okay, and then as soon as you get there, I think I play, the open E string with the 7 on the G and the B, and then I hammer those two fingers back on. Okay? So even though I haven't played this D string, you just hammer the finger down and the note will still come out anyway. So you've gone. Okay, and after you've done that, play D and then B. And then E, back to the bar, and then G, D, B. So the whole bar. Okay, like that. And then you've got bass, just the bar. Play those 3 strings, hammer, bass again, and then the B string or the G and the B string, play that and hammer. So you've gone like that. And actually on that one, on the 9th fret of the D, I'm actually going to pluck that one because it falls on the and. And then off, and then play the bass note, G and the B again, hammer, okay, so you've done it 3 times, 3 hammers there. and then lift off and play 7 on the D, and then the B string 7th fret, E string, G, D, G. Okay? So just listen over and over. So if we put those 2 bars together, and then do the hammer again, play it all together, hammer, lift off, 7 on the D, 7 on the B, and the open E, 7 on the G, 7 on the D. Okay, so all together. And then we've got, so what we do now is we play the 8th fret on the B string and the 9th fret on the G, and that's going to slide up 2 frets to 10 and 11, and then it's going to go back. Okay, so like that. So we've done, and then with the open E string, play these 2, slide up, then you're going to play the open D string, and then back down, play the bass, and then you move the little chord back down, and then open D. So it's like, ooh, like that, and then back to here, back to that bar, and play, you know, the G and the B with the bass, and then D, G, to the hammer, lift off, D, B string, and then the E string, then play the G, D, and then E, B, D. So it's quite a lot of the similar kind of thing. Okay, and then we've got bar 2 happens again, exactly the same. That's one where you do 3 hammer-ons, and you do that bar twice, so you get, sorry. And then you get the one where you do the slide. So you do that again with a. So that's exactly the same. So just listen over and over, and then see if you can play along nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last ones I do open, so at the very end, open E, open B, open D. You don't have to. So that's that part. It's tricky because it's tricky to remember how many times you hammer on. That's what I found when I was learning it anyway. So it's just a case of repetition and listening. Once you got that, it goes into the. Which we'll look at right now. So then you've got these descending chords. Okay, so the way I play it, and I've seen many people do it differently, it's kind of one of those songs that I doubt that he plays it exactly the same every single time. If you listen to the recording, it's really loose, it's not perfectly in time, and I just have a feeling that he changes it every single time that he plays it. Here I'm playing the 5th fret on the E string and the 5th fret on the D string, and then open B and open G. That's your first chord, and then down a fret to the 4th, down to the 2nd, and then A, quickly to A7, and then to D. So I slide into it, and then once you've done the slide, from the 4th to the 5th on the E string, play open B, 5 on the D, open G, and then do exactly the same thing but move down. So you've gone, and then down to the 2nd fret, just to the D string, E string, B string, D string. So you've gone. Then I quickly go to the A chord, hold down the A chord, and I play the G and the B string, so that'll be the 2nd fret. Then the A string, open, and then I lift off my first finger, so I'm playing an open G, depending on how you play A, like that, or whatever. So you're playing an open G with the 2nd fret of the B, and then you're going to play the D string, which should be the 2nd fret. So once more. Like that. Open D string, let's open E string, tuned to a D, play that, and then strum a D chord, bass note, and at the same, so you bass, strum, and then you play the bass again, and as soon as you do that, at exactly the same time, play the high E string 2nd fret, and hammer the 3rd fret, so it's like, then the D string, and then push your pinky up to the 5th fret on the high E string, so like, back to the bass, yeah, play the bass there, and then all open D, G, E, B, D. So it's like that. So all together. And then this time you work your way through all of those chords, but you just play the notes all together. So on these 1, 2, 3 chords here, I play the E string, the D, the G, and the B. A chord, just the inside notes, so the A string, the D string, the G string, and the B string. Same for the A7. And then strum a D chord, and then the open E string, B string 3rd fret, and then we do that hammer on again, but this time I do it with the open D string, open E string, open high E string, open D string, and then a strum, and then just probably a really light strum, up, down, up, to get you back to it. So that was like that. So I know I've gone over that quite quick, but there is a lot there. If you want to learn the rest of the song, as I mentioned earlier, that is available on the website, so you're going to have to go over there and check it out if you're watching this on YouTube. Alright, so that's it for this lesson. I really hope that you've enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more, and head over to 6stringfingerpicking.com where you can get the remainder of this lesson and loads more fingerstyle guitar lessons. I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.